We are working on changing the brake pads, I think.
Yeah, pads and shoes.
Pads and shoes, and basically the entire braking system on Mike's car. So we don't have to use the emergency brake to stop anymore.
Right?
What? Changing the entire braking system almost.
Where are we changing? Shoes?
Rotors and pads.
Rotors and pads.
There you go.
Ask the guy who knows. Dad's trying to get the brakes off, but it's a little bit seized up. Because this is my grandmother's car, or was my grandmother's car, and she got it when she was like 70, and she never had the brakes changed on it, so it's really seized up.
It's like what, 16 years?
It's like 16 years old, yeah. It's not so bad. It's got like 4,000 kilometers on it. She didn't drive it very much at all. So Dad's trying to get the pins out. Well, he's getting the pins out so he can take the caliper off so we can put the new pads in. So he's using a nail finisher.
No, I'm using a punch.
A punch. Sorry, it looks like the little finger. Anyway, using a punch and a little hammer. Gotta be all technical. Stuff going on YouTube. There we go.
Irritated?
So, look at this. This is really bad.
Like, I don't know if that's the same set.
No, this is, okay, no. Stop switching with me. Okay, so, good, bad. Flip it up so we can see the side. Look at that. Isn't that scary? Don't ever let your brakes get that. Okay, camera hog.
Tony, what are you doing?
She's being a camera hog. She loves the camera. Alright, so now we're getting out the new routers. This is what the pads squeeze when they want to stop. There you go. Nice shiny new router. Old, decrepit. You can tell, but look how bad that is. That's so bad. You don't ever want them to look like that. And there's a nice new router. So if you hear like really bad squeaky brakes or grinding brakes,
That's not squeaky, that's grinding.
Well, squeaky brakes you need new pads. Grinding brakes you need a new router. And what kind of noises do they make if you need a new caliper?
Oh, just.
Or does it just not stop at all?
It seizes. Like you can't. It wears out the pads really quick.
It's my favorite part about playing with brakes. You get all nice and filthy.
Cars in general. Go again. Okay. Yeah. This is what slides back and forth. It's supposed to do this, and this one is seized up. It won't slide. So that's why it wore the back of the router out, because instead of it sliding, squeezing together, it actually just slid forward to put all the pressure on the back of the brake. Now you know.
So the reason why this one is so beat up and this one is still quite good is because that pin wasn't moving. You get all seized up. So it's quite scary actually that we are driving in something that's brakes look like that. Daddy's slide pins are kind of wearing out. It's a sign that you should start thinking about changing your calipers soon. Nathan was playing in dry graphite, which is the lube you use for the slide pins. It's the fun part about working on brakes. Daddy didn't get any new slides in his brake kit, so he has to use the old ones. What do slides do, Dad?
It's something for the caliper to slide on.
Funny how that works. So cleverly named, those slides. I asked Dad what's the difference between a pad and a shoe. Dad, this is a shoe.
Shoe is activated by pushing out from inside, and a pad is activated by pushing.
So you wouldn't have shoes and pads on the same car?
Yeah.
You would?
This one was. We had the back tires.
Oh, back tires are shoes.
See the drums in the back. They have drum brakes. These are.
Okay, so the back tire has shoes and front ones had pads.
Pad go on disc, shoes go on drums.
Now you know. So this is Dad's rag right now. It's my old Princess Peach shirt. I saved Mario. You can see where we get it from. There you go. Dad's putting in the spring.
spring right now.
I'm not going to tell you what a spring does. You should know. Then you got these tiny, tiny little clips. That, it's all zoomed in, Nathan.
Oh.
Tiny, tiny little clips that you don't want to lose. After about far too much playing, trying to get the pins out that were all seized up, we finally get the other pads off. That one isn't bad at all, not compared to the other side. So that's the same one, the same side that the other one that was so thin was on. So that must mean that hopefully these slide pins aren't as bad. But are they as bad, the slide pins? They're worse. How can the pads look better if the slide pins are gross?
Both of them are seized.
Oh. Awesome. And a Google. So this is something you hope you never see when you're replacing brakes. The entire slide pin with rubber is coming out. That's not good. It's really, really seized. It's not good at all. So this is the pin that goes inside the rubber, and it's really, really dry. It's not so good, but we'll put some lube on it and it should be pretty good. There is a cut on my Does that sound bother anybody? Metal scraping metal. I like that sound. I cut my thumb. Can't tell because it's all dirty. And I cut my knuckle too. That's what happens when you work on cars. This is exactly what you don't want a slide to look like.
Chrome slide.
Isn't that awful?
It's supposed to be chrome.
It's supposed to be chrome and shiny, and it's like decrepit. So here we are. We put the router on. Dad put one of the inside, I guess you would call it, the inside brake pad on. Then you put the outside one on the caliper, and then you put the whole caliper on to...
Didn't compress this piston.
He didn't compress a piston, guys. God. I remember that. So the piston here in the center, as your brake pads wear down, it expands, so it keeps on putting so your brakes can keep on putting pressure onto the router. So when you put new ones on,
you put on the brake, that piston goes out.
So when you put new ones on, you have to reset it back to where.
I'll beat you. Into your life.
Nathan's getting in trouble here.
Yes.
Vandalizing the car.
Actually, no, I'm wiping it to wash me off of it.
Yeah, but you wipe dirt, it's gonna scratch the paint.
I think sandpaper is fine sand on a piece of paper.
Nathan's learning all kinds of new things today.
Next time,
Oh! There's a bug biting me. Anyway, you put all that on, and then you fasten it all together again. And then you put on the tire. That's how you change brakes. Impact driver! Very useful things to have. I'm going to go in and clean my dirty hands.